It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breakfast by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture. You got the picture me. Pacific ice on my ocean. Ready for war like I'm Russian. Ladies should never the luggage. My diamonds they tussling. My neck and my belly. They calling for me and they. You want me like me and I look. Yeah. Her Rex on her. Yeah. Big Rex better calm down. Yeah. If you go around, come around. Yeah. Whole squad. Yeah. Squad goes on me. Yeah. Make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah. Farrakhan glass for the chosen. Yeah. You can go and get mad. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth. Who's you?
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Minnesota Vikings. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Bring out the Brinks truck, I'm young, flying ice up. 100-yard dash, I had to run my price up. Boss your life up, I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, you know these checking for me in the DMs, getting for me. I ain't even took $1 out my pocket and the still shaking for me. And I'm frosted like Tony in the club with the owner. I can walk on water, pop it like. When you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. 30, I might go around the 2 stacking up, I love how my money counter move. With attitude, I got a attitude, and I dropped out of school. I'm going up, check my vertical. Man, I'm breaking every rule. TMZ harassing me, I got a camera crew. I'm addicted to shopping, so everything brand new. I'm friends with the jeweler, my diamonds like shampoo. Hey, she like she applying shampoo. Pretty face, she got a look. Keep a few racks on me. I used to work in the factory. Been hating it, never bother me. I make they follow me. Teacher said that I'm a prodigy. When I'm shopping, I don't care what it's costing me. 10 bands, really, that ain't a lot to me. Turn on my swag to infinity. I leveled up on these. Yeah, I leveled up. Hey, I bezeled up on these. Yeah, I bezeled up. I ain't got time for no negative energy. I'm on a winning streak. I'm on a spree. The devil be doing the most, but he don't ever get to me. Bring out the Brinks truck. I'm young, flying ice up. 100-yard dash. I had to run my price up. Boss your life up. I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you. That what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof.
Track how G go too fast. I don't need one no seatbelt. Bad look, got no upgrade. Now she got.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Minnesota Vikings. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. Blue 30.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Let's go, let's go. Jack 16, middle.
They run it here with Thompson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Finding room to the 20.
Missed.
This will not go down. And down to the 7-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
We could talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
They'll run with Thompson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Chris Thompson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Mayfield on play action. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play. and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. They can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second down, Mayfield. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
And another example of why Baker Mayfield went #1 in the draft. His ability to confound defensive coordinators. They played him for the pass. They covered it well. He takes off with his legs and scrambles for a big gain.
Mayfield on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Let's go, let's go. Focus.
Now Thompson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Again, a run with Thompson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a tempo program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
Yeah, a nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Al, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Oh, 4th and short, right at midfield. This is where you tell your offense, I've got faith in you guys to get me a few yards. And sure enough, they repay that faith and keep the drive moving with a first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47.
Show that. All right, let's go get him now, all right?
This is Gillisley, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. That's Njoku over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run with Gillislee. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you've got to be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the ball comes loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that would be considered a fumble.
They get it to him running left. And now running right through it. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Yeah, here come the Bills. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, They almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Detroit! 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 Over! Hurry up, here we go! Green, 39! Green, 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Green, 39! Green, 39!
They go play action here on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Avery Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Sammy Watkins, 77 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off possession, 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field, where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Room here to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go, let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Gostkowski's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think that they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Mayfield off the play fake. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, You must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now a toss. This is Connor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Show that bench release and go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he shifts past him. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big gain there on 3rd and long. 43 yards on the ground. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 22-yard line. Right back to him on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
Here's Gillisley. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Chris Thompson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And the Bills getting set to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. That little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. They go play action. Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he powers his way up past the 30. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, brings him down. Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Gillisley. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
They stay on the ground. This is Gillisley again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Right back to him on first down. Room to run inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. The Vikings on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. He's going to get it running right. Ejected. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Alec Ogletree in on the stop. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
A second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 39 that time. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The Vikings on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4.
4 now. These 2.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Let's go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy trying to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
No introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about them. Let them out 20 red till them don't need nothing. Yep, like and the can't go enter. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember out of Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. Cause I'm used to getting things from a text. So I count setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say do. Tell break bread or fake dead. A bit to hate that. 50 million year die to make that middle. You vote for Trump and see me outside, well, you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no hee-haw. Like a Black Panther weak to the teeth, try me weak. Swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown getting down with a homie and a half a blame me by Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I would challenge with a in hand. What you see before you, what they told you from nothing, man. Gray and hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me, I said, y'all got the same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone knows on go. I rolled in the 4x4. Believe if I kept gon' go, see me with ain't gon' see them no more. They love when I talk, they roll by the car lot, went bought it. Call case at the case and a phone. They will watch you give a that. I live that they rapping back, caring them about what they capping back. They ain't roll mama, we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up, there's 0. Certified neighborhood hero. You can try one of them, better not try with me though. Hey.
Bring it in. Roll it down by 2. We're gonna go out here, run this play for the win. Let's go get it. I formation, 28 sweeps, blue 14. Watch left.
We to the mat, Atlanta hat cop to the left, turn to the back. Try to see we weren't having that. Sing with your ad, drop it out with Alabama ad. That would get for trying to battle rap. Head, be one and done. No drive, but we running. Walk up to you while you showing us stunts. Till you up that jury, that money. Playing game, thinking showing up funny. Till my young win for me. Yeah. For the love of the bankroll. Keep it busy. Don't nobody care about it. Don't nobody wanna hear about it. You got a problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody. I ain't gonna lie. I promise.